Good morning, good morning. It is 4:30 here at Key West, and I'm going to get my workout in. I got my little mini mic on my chest today. I'm gonna see how that works. See if you guys can hear me better with that. Trying out some new equipment. I got my coffee, and we're gonna go over here and work out because today, I think like at 8 o'clock, we're going snorkeling, me and the family. So I want to get this workout in before we go snorkeling and get caught up. So, and today's Monday. So I was off yesterday because yesterday was Sunday. So my body's good and rested. So now I'm going to go over here and do chest and get this workout in. But before we get into the workout, I'm going to have a little chit chat with you. I want to tell you about what my plans are coming up. Tell you what I got cooking up, if you got a second. Good and quiet out here this morning. So it's 4:30 here in the Key West, and I'm fixing to get my workout in. And I just want to have a quick little conversation with you, tell you a little bit and kind of speed you up on what's going on. So yesterday, my family and I, we all went to Miami to watch the FIFA soccer thing, the World Soccer Federation or something like that. My niece or my nephew, he's into that stuff, and my kids like soccer as well. So we drove down there. It's about a 2-hour ride from where we're located now. And we had a good time. We ate and we took a lot of pictures. I'll post them in here as well at the end of the video so you can see what we did yesterday. But so far since I've been down here, my nutrition game has been on point because I had a plan the whole time that I've been here. We've been out numerous times eating out and stuff like that. And I'm just saying my discipline when it comes to eating is like, I'm actually very surprised, to be honest with you, because I don't even crave the bullshit that I used to crave and I used to eat. I don't eat any of that no more. That's probably the biggest thing since I've been in this fitness program that I've learned is how to eat. I mean, when I go to the restaurants now, I know exactly how to eat, man. Like I've cracked that code, dude. I really have. I would say if I had any vice in the past, I don't want to say vice, but if there's any bad thing that I've not struggled with, but like probably would be drinking alcohol, which leads me to my next point that I want to talk about. So yesterday was Father's Day, right? And when we came down here, before we came down here, my son, who's 21 years old, he asked me one day, he said, you know, Dad, I know that you're on your fitness journey and you've done really good with that, but when we get down there, he said, I was kind of hoping me and you could have a beer by the bar, you know, and just be men, you know. And I said, yeah, we can do that. And so, you know, since we've been down here, I've made it a point, you know, he and I's had a beer or two since we've been down here. And that was important to me, you know, because there is something cool about a young boy, your son drinking his first beer with his dad. There's nothing wrong with that, man. And we've done that. And now that that is over with, yesterday was Father's Day, June 21st, 2026. The next thing that I want to chase and I want to run down and run towards the objective is sobriety. So I don't want to drink no more. Not because, you know, I have a problem or anything like that. I know how I am. I don't like the way I get when I drink. I have a lot of anger in me from when I was a child, from being abandoned and just growing up in foster homes and orphanages. And, you know, when I was younger, I used that as a way, as a means to fuel my energy to become successful and do great things in my life. But as you get older, man, like there's a void there, man, from being a kid, you know, being abandoned by his parents and just whoever. And when you mix alcohol with those feelings, if somebody gets in the way, they could get hurt, man. Like I get a little uncomfortable. And sometimes when you're drinking, things are great, man. Like you could have a blast, right? But then other times, if you get to drinking, things could easily go left. And there's just been too many times where I wake up the next morning after drinking alcohol and I don't even remember what the hell happened the night before. I'm one of those guys that, if you don't know me, I'm one of those guys that everything that I do, I always go all out in. I don't care if it's a workout, I don't care if it's a competition, I don't care what it is, like military, saving money, whatever it is, I go hard at it, like I really do. And even when we get to drinking, I'm the type of person that I'll shut the bar down. Like I will stay there all night long and we will have a good time. And I don't know, man, I feel like at 44 years old, I don't feel like that drinking alcohol brings me any value. You know what I mean? Like it's not gonna get me to where I wanna go in the next chapter of my life. And so I'm going to shut it down and I'm going to chase other things outside of that. And before you go into any journey, whether it be a fitness journey or a sobriety journey or whatever journey you're going into, you gotta have a plan. And so I'm gonna tell you what my plan is for sobriety, okay? I am going to invest in those, anytime we go out somewhere with friends or family or whatever. I've already done the sobriety thing one time. I went a year sober. And so I'm gonna do it again. And one of the things that really helped me during my sober journey last time was I found out that they have these 0% alcohol beers that you can get. So like I used to go to Texas Roadhouse when I was in Fort Leavenworth. I'd go down there every Friday night or every other Friday night. And they had the 0% alcohol Heinekens. And when you work all week and you're tired and you've been doing your time, I'm not gonna lie, a man likes a cold beer. It's just something about a cold beer that makes a guy feel like a guy. It makes you feel like a man. At least that's how I felt. Well, I would go down there and drink maybe 2 or 3, maybe 2 of those Heinekens, 0% alcohol. And I'm just telling you, it would cure my thirst of that beer taste. And then whenever I would get in my truck and drive back home, I was so glad that it didn't have alcohol because I didn't even have a buzz and I was happy and it got me through. And I went a whole year sober doing that. And so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to invest in those 0% alcohols when we have friends and family over. I'll be sitting there drinking a Heineken with everybody else, but it'll be 0% alcohol and I'll be in my sober mind. And I just kind of want to do the sober thing, man. I want to give it a shot. And then also what I want to do is this is going to allow me to open up the sober transitional boys home that I want to open up whenever I get out the Army. This house that we own back in South Carolina, it's a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom home. I want to turn that into a sober transition home for young males that's coming up. And I want to be the leader of the house. And that's something else I want to do. And so my goal is to have that house, and that is going to be the launch pad for 5 other houses. I'd love to have 5 houses. And so that's my new goal now. I'm going to start a sober home transit. It's going to be a sober / transition home for young males trying to figure their life out. And we'll have 8 beds in that house. And I'm going to put 8 men in that house, and I am going to be the leader of that home until somebody in the home proves that they can lead it. And once they prove that they can lead it, we will buy another home. And we're going to do that, rinse and repeat for 5 more times. We're going to have 5 houses or more, but I want at least 5. So those are my new goals, man. That's what I'm doing. I'm telling you right now that the second chapter of my life is going to be better than the first chapter. I've already done the fitness thing. Oh, and another thing I want to talk about since we're talking out here. I'm coming out here to work out. I've been in a fitness program for the past 4 months. It's called Southpaw Huncho. I'll show you a picture of him real quick. He's a guy who I found on YouTube who watched his videos for a long time, and he would always call your ass out. You know, he would say you were overweight or whatever. He would just call you out on the videos. And I would drive back and forth from Georgia to South Carolina every weekend, and I'd watch his videos. I'd turn the radio off and watch Huncho videos. And I'll be honest with you, I felt like that he challenged me as a man. When I was driving down the road one day, and I'll be honest with you, I just got sick of hearing this shit. I got sick of hearing the videos about, in a nice way and not in a mean way, but like, I felt like he was challenging me as a man, honestly. Because a lot of the things that he was saying in his videos resonated with me. I mean, I was fat, I did have bitch tits, and I had become complacent and lazy at 44 years old. And when another man challenges you, your manhood, and he calls you out like that through the video, I inboxed him one day. I inboxed this guy, whoever it was, and I interviewed, and I signed up to get into his program. And when I went into his program, I didn't really have a number in mind that I wanted to lose when it came to weight. Like I think I threw a number out there like 20 pounds or something like that, 15, 20 pounds. But I didn't really, that wasn't the main reason why I went in there. The main reason why I wanted to go in his program was because I wanted to take whatever the fuck he had, and I wanted to take it like a man and tell him that his program wasn't shit. That was the whole point. And so I went in his program, and I kicked the fucking doors in, and I went in there, and what I found was, I didn't even know this, but when I got in there, I found out, first of all, I thought that there was gonna be a lot of one-on-one coaching with him and me, but when I got in there, I found out that there was a whole nother community in there of guys trying to lose weight, and we're all in this chat group. And I basically went in there like I was in prison, and I started calling motherfuckers out. Like, I found the baddest dudes in there, and respectfully, I wanted to run them down. They was on my board. Like, I wanted to run them down and get better results than they got, because I wanted some fucking respect. And I wanted some respect from the men in that group. I wanted some respect from Huncho, because I just, as a man, I felt that I was challenged. And I felt like I had to prove that to myself and to him and everybody else. And so I went in there on a fucking mission. And I went from 182 pounds, I'll show you the photos here. And I dropped all the way down. At one point, I got as low as 143. But I weighed in on a weigh-in on Saturday one day was 145. That's what I weighed in. And I had amazing results. I've done really well. And today, I'm doing an interview with him from Key West. He wanted to do the interview because my program, I don't want to say it's complete, but like I pretty much achieved everything I wanted to achieve in that program. So now it's time to do a video with him, and he talks in his videos. He usually does like before and after, and he lets you talk about the program and stuff like that. So I am very excited to do that interview here from Key West, because all I really wanted was some respect from him and from the group, and just, you know, any man who's married and got kids, that's what they want, man. They want to be respected, you know, not honored, but just respect. You want some respect. We all want respect. And I feel that I've achieved that. And so now that that's complete, it's time to start running towards my next target. And that next target is sobriety. And so, like I said, not that I had a problem with it before. I am not an alcoholic. I just enjoy having a good time. But I've noticed that it's gonna slow me down with what I'm trying to do next. And I also think that if you're gonna open up a transition home for young boys, that are sober or trying to get their life together, I think that as the leader of the pack, you got to be the leader. You got to be the guy, and you need to be the example to follow, okay? And so that's what I want to do, man. I'm gonna really try it and give it a shot and get focused, and we're gonna see what happens, man. We're going to see what happens. But I wanted to do this video from Key West. I got my coffee. I'm fixing to get these weights in. I got chest. I'm gonna work out, and I'll just show you some pictures of kind of what's been going on, and I'll try to get this video posted today or tomorrow, okay? But I hope you all are having a good time. I hope you're enjoying the channel. If you are, please comment, please subscribe, please share the video. Help me grow. I would love to grow. Share it on your social media platforms or tell people about it. And remember, this is a channel where middle-aged or young guys come to become fucking gladiators. This is where we come to get better, man. We want to get better in every aspect of our life. If you're a middle-aged man or a young man and you're on the up climb and you got a wife or you got kids or you aspire to have a wife and kids, you got to be the best version of yourself, man. You got to be, and normally in my mind that starts with your faith, your family, your fitness, and your finances. Those are the 4 pillars that as a man you need to be dominating. If you want to have any kind of chance in life, man, you got to dominate those 4 pillars. And those 4 pillars have been what I've been working on here lately. Faith, family, finances, and fitness. I've been working on those. And so now a part of that fitness journey is being sober, being the best that I can be. And I want to be the guy that people look at and they just, man, that dude's got it locked in. And that's what I want to do, man. I want to become obsessed with the process until I master what I am trying to master. That is what I want to do. I am obsessed over that shit. So, all right, guys, we will show you. So I'm gonna show you some photos of what's been going on, and then we'll see you on the next one. All right, live from Key West.